Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with another reaction. Sandy Denny, next time around. And this was a request by David. Thank you so much for this request and donation. I am familiar with Sandy Denny's voice. I reacted to Tam Lin by Fairport Convention, and she was the lead singer in that. And she also has a solo career, and this is a song of one of her albums. I think she has four solo albums, if I'm recalling that correctly. I could be wrong about that. Let's jump in. There's a lot of writers credited on this song, um, but I'm not sure. Sometimes with Google, it's not always correct, I've noticed. So if you have any information concerning that, let me know. Let's go.
Then came the question, and it was about time. The answer came back, and it was a lie. The house, it was built by some man in a rhyme, but whatever came of his talented son, set to a tune. Always you told me of being alone, except for the stories about God and you. And do you still live there in Buffalo?
This is very poetic and cryptic. I was thinking, what? But is she referring to somebody specific? Because she's talking about whatever came of his talented son. Do you still live in Buffalo, New York? I imagine, right? Uh, yeah, her voice is so fairy tale like, right? Enchanting. I like this cover here as well. Really cool. And it seems like in the beginning, the came question was about time. The answer came back and it was long. So a lot of information, but not a lot of substance. Almost. That's what I feel like. Somebody goes on a long tangent. You looking at me? And they're not really saying anything. I try to, and but I feel like this is somebody who manipulated. Who wrote me a dialogue set to a tune. He always told me of being alone. That's this. I sense that almost bitterness in it, sardonic.
They put up the wall, no more to say. Nobody stopped to ask why it was done. The stream was too far and the rain was too high. So into the city the river did run. Because of the architect, the buildings fell down, smothered or drowned all the seeds which were sown. I wish I was somewhere, but not in this town. Maybe the ocean next time around.
She has an amazing, amazing voice. I get a similar feeling, and it's not to compare voices, it's to compare the feelings and the emotions that I get when listening to this type of voice, that has a mysterious element almost. So, like I said, fairy tale like, enchanting. And, this is, and I get that with Grace Slick, for example, as well. And there's other people who have that, that sense of mystique and mystery in their voice. Really, I like, sometimes certain transitions in their delivery that evokes this feeling like, oh, what is that? That's interesting. So yeah, really, really great voice. Great arrangement too. These simple patterns of certain instruments make a great uh composition with the strumming pattern, the drum and the bass, and then the piano, tung, tung, almost creates an ominous feeling, but also a sense of a piece. But in the lyrics, again, it's very cryptic, very poetic too. Uh, but it does feel like she's addressed because I seem to remember the face and the name. So she doesn't. It's like you don't want to explicitly say who this is about, but I have a feeling that if the person who this is about will hear it, will instantly know. Because we're talking about the talented son and stuff, living in Buffalo. There's all like this hints in this cryptic puzzle. I remember the face and the name, but I know of changes, but nothing would change you. But again, like the line, because of the architect, the buildings fell down. And then in the end, it says, "I wish I were somewhere, but not in this town. Maybe the ocean next time around." The end of that stanza. It feels to me like they've been set on the path, or have lived a life with a person, you know, maybe with false promises, or set on a path that you really don't want to be on. And then I'm in this town, I don't want to be here. Maybe next time around I'll be somewhere else, and I will change my own decisions and not listen to the tune that you set me on. Wrote me a dialogue set to a tune. Uh, wow. Ooh. I also might be influenced. I just, before this reaction, I recorded another reaction to the Cardigans, which was also about, people trying to change other people. So I have to keep that in mind sometimes, that I still have residue of another song in my mind as well, which can influence my thinking. Anyway, it's up to interpretation. I love doing that. I love putting puzzle pieces together. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's a different interpretation, it is what it is, man. I love it. It's great, especially when it's so vague and abstract, poetic, and digging into it. I enjoy it so much, and it's really well written. And yeah, magical voice. Thank you for introducing me to it, for spending some time with me. Hope we can check out some more of Sandy Denny, and maybe Fairport Convention as well. Thanks for being here. Peace.